What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. Get this microphone situated correctly and get sat in my seat. Today, we're talking about Hemis, which should get everybody excited. We've seen a lot of different reports, some bad information, some good information, people that were trying to look like they're on the bleeding edge of this information and they're not. We've talked about where the Hemi engines are going to be, what's going on with said Hemi engines. And I'm going to talk about that in a separate video as we know that tariffs came into place, but before they did, Hemis on top of Hemis on top of Hemis have come in. And I'm going to talk about that on a separate video. But according to my people at Sterling Heights Assembly Plant, and I've heard this from 4 separate people, and confirmed with one of my executive sources. I haven't heard back from the other ones as of yet. So if you want to dock this as a rumor, because when I publish content about whatever is going on, I usually confirm it with sources that go as high as the board of directors. So that's why when people are like, damn, how is this dude so accurate? It's because the sources go from here all the way to here. And and I verify through the different steps. And then I'm able to do a video a month or 2 months before anybody else. And we talk about the info. I have one executive source that's confirming the same thing that I'm hearing from people that work on the ground. So you can dock it as a rumor, but I think it's pretty factual. Looks like the Hemi trucks are going to start rolling down the line in May. We're in April. That means 30 days from now. Now, what I find interesting is we also know that Antonio Filosa, the chief operating officer at Stellantis, was also at Warren Assembly, or what they call WTAP, right? Now, that is partially because I think they're going to move the 2500 and 3500 Ram there. There is no deal to work out. The tariffs for Mexico are permanent. That 25% is staying there. Could they work out a deal with Canada, which looks like we're in the process of doing, where there's 0 tariffs across the board? Probably. And in that case, maybe Stellantis moves that production, which I know people don't want to hear this, but to Ontario instead of Warren. I don't think they would, just because, they already have 2 different platforms going down the same line. But I could see them moving the Wagoneer S to Ontario if the tariffs are wiped free, with the Charger and the Wagoneer S both being available and coming down the line in Ontario. I could see that because Stellantis is not going to want to pay that 25% on that Wagoneer S, or maybe they just discontinue it. The interesting part for me, though, is all of the workers confirming that Hemi production is starting in May, and in the first week of May of 2025. And, we heard previous reports that, I'm not saying where, but where, previous reports that it was only going to be, the Hemi was only going to be limited to very base model trucks. Wrong. Wrong. As it looks like the Laramie is getting a 5.7 Hemi. Now, what I find interesting is, and we've talked about this in detail, is John Elkann has now had 9 phone calls with the president. Now, we saw that video where he talked about he was talking to Elkann on the phone, and Elkann wanted help with emissions. Basically, I'll tell you what the deal is. Stellantis wants to be able to put a 5.7 Hemi with no MDS on it because they want to raise the warranty on these trucks to pull back market share. That's the game. No MDS means no lifter issues, no Hemi tap, no any of that. No MDS. Makes the 5.7 basically a bulletproof pushrod engine, which I already know, TK, the Hurricane has more power. The Hurricane is also in the shop more than a BMW. The Hurricane also grenades on a regular basis. The Hurricane-powered vehicles have nothing but electrical issues, are a effing disaster. So I don't hurricane my ass. Like out of here with that. Nobody cares about the hurricane. I'm sorry, I don't. It had its opportunity. Yeah, well, they could work out the bugs, TK. Maybe it'll be better. Yeah. Get rid of all of that plastic crap on that engine, start making parts out of aluminum from the water pump to the intake, and then maybe I'll look at it. If I want an engine that I'm going to have to constantly replace plastic parts with metal parts with, I'll buy a BMW. It's a proven inline six at this point. Not the Stellantis version. I'm sorry. That said, um, these Hemi engines will be available in multiple variations of the Ram 1500. And it's funny, we've heard all this stuff about Ram not building a single cab truck. Oh, they'll never do it again. No, they won't. I'm telling you, I'm an expert and a journalist. They'll never, ever, ever build a single cab Ram. Really? Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Uh, just be prepared. There's some videos coming this week with some internal Stellantis information that we'll be publishing. But you know me, I'm gonna verify everything before I publish anything. I just think it's funny when people say something's not coming. Remember, what was it, 6 months ago? Everybody was like, that TK guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Hemis are never coming back. Hellcats are gone forever. And then those same people are like, oh, the Hellcat's back for next year. Oh, yeah, we're excited. The TRX is coming back. Oh, we're excited that. That is the one part that gets me or makes me laugh is these people will yell and scream, these journalists will yell and scream and say, oh, he's wrong. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And then when I am right, what do? They go back and they either delete the story or post or video. I documented it. I debated on doing a video and crushing like multiple platforms, but I know that doesn't get that's not getting me anywhere. It doesn't give me any credit, and I think you guys see it for what it is because a lot of you guys are commenting. That's the thing. You guys commented today and say, "Did you see such and such deleted?" Yes, I've seen it. I know. I've got like 50 comments. I know. I appreciate you guys. We're going to continue to publish factual leaks and information that I consistently get. And like I said, outside of the other guys we're all on the same team, Butter and OC Motivator and my guy Dizzle. That's it, man. I mean, you're not getting that information anywhere else. Period. And we keep being proven right time and time and time again. But that said, are you excited for the Hemi to come back in May? Like they're going to start building it in May, which tells me when they do this July event or this July announcement on some of this Hemi backed Ram stuff, they're going to be like, oh, and you can go to your Ram dealer today and pick one. Like it's going to be something along those lines. Like they're going to do an announcement and they're going to be like, next week or in 3 days, you can go to. I like that. Because one thing that sucks, I mean, Apple's got better about it. It's usually announcement, you can buy your phone next week. Ram, I think they know that the demand is there. That's why they're pushing it up. According to my sources at Sterling Heights Assembly, and if you guys work at Sterling Heights, want to comment anonymously, create a different account. Don't expose yourself, please. But you guys can let me know as well, if what you're seeing. But I've got multiple employees that have been right about stuff that they've told me multiple times, all telling me the same thing. I'm excited for it. Are you excited for it? Because I am. That means they're going to get it out during, like, it's going to happen this summer, and I'm all about it. If they start putting these things down the line in May, we could see them late June, early July on dealer lots. I'm excited for it. If you want to know about where all these Hemi engines are being held, separate video on that. Maybe I'll publish it this evening. We'll see. But give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends. Did I plug the website today? I don't think I plugged the website. Go to tksgarage.com.